Good morning, travel fans. I'm Morgan from the very unofficial travel guides, and today I'm going to show you around our room at the Kyriad Hotel at Disneyland Paris. It is, well, it feels really early. It's not actually very early. We just slept really long, and I'm so happy that the sun is shining today. Hasn't been the best weather. It didn't rain at all yesterday, but we're here with some friends, and they were here the day before us, and they said that it rained all day that day. And this is the view right now, so you know that's looking good, and that's why I'm squinting into the sun here. There are several Disneyland official Disney hotels, and then there are these good partner resorts. I don't know if you've ever planned a Disneyland vacation in California, you also know the difference between the official Disney hotels and then the good partner hotels. You can still book packages together with Disney and one of these hotels, and it's still sort of official, however they don't belong to or are they managed by Disney. This one is called the Kyriad, as I said, and it's about a 10-minute shuttle bus ride away from the parks. And here's what our room looks like. We are all the way down at the end of the hall, so when you enter the room, we have a huge hallway as we come in, which is convenient because we can put our bags here, and then there's a thing to hang up the coats and stuff. So the bags are totally out of the way, and I think if you had kids and you needed an extra bed, you could put that extra, the cot or the rollaway bed here, and it would be like they have their own room. Anyways, so this is the main room area. And let's start with the bathroom. And the bathroom door is Morgan approved. It closes all the way. It's very thin, so, it's still pretty flimsy, but at least it closes all the way. Here's the counter space. It's not bad. I mean, I've had more. There's only one sink, and it's inside with the rest of it. The shower is one of these kind where it's in the bathtub, and you can close this glass door out like this to make sure that the water doesn't splash all over, but it usually splashes all over anyways. There's one of these hair dryers, kind of like at the gym in the room, and that's the bathroom. Here is the sleeping area. We stayed in here already one night, so it's not like it is when you first come in. I tried to tidy it up a little bit. But here are the two beds. These are really tiny beds. These are single beds. I don't know why we got these two small beds, but here's one thing I wanted to mention. There's only one outlet here between the beds, and that's just something I feel like they really need to start, all hotels should start updating that. Everybody knows that every person has some kind of device they need to charge at night, and we all want it next to the bed, and so they should put more outlets next to the bed. Here's our little table area. Like I said, we've been using it already, so our stuff is all over the place. Television, here's some outlets. There's also a data port. The internet here is terrible, by the way. I haven't been able to connect at all. And here is a closet with a safe and some more of our stuff. As far as price goes, this is a much better value than the official Disney resorts. And if you have ever been to Walt Disney World in Florida, then you know that you're going to be used to taking a bus to get to the parks anyway. So that's not that bad. I think one advantage you have of staying in one of the official Disney resorts here is that you can walk to the parks. I think technically you could walk from here, but it would be a very long walk. And I can't imagine, I don't think that I would do it. I would rather take the bus. I think you get a little bit more room for the money. However, you just need to know what to expect. And by the way, there are also other categories of rooms here. Our friends that are staying here, there's 3 of them, and they have one big bed, and then they have some bunk beds. And actually, I stayed here several years ago, the first time that I made videos over Disneyland Paris, or about Disneyland Paris. And we stayed here, and we also had bunk beds and a big bed, so there are bigger rooms than this. I don't know, there's just some things that it's not like a luxury hotel. That's what you should understand. And here's what I'll show you. And I have to tell you, I'm feeling kind of whiny this morning because I pulled a muscle in my back when I woke up. So I just want to show you just some things, and they're in the bathroom, that I think, this isn't really that hard to fix, and it can't be that nobody has seen these things. And one of them is this. here? What is that? Why is there like tape stuck here on the door? You know what I mean? Like, that doesn't need to be like that. And what were some of the other things? Also, the grounds area is just not, let's just say it's not at a Disney level. So if you're used to the kind of quality and service that you see in Florida, don't expect that here because you'll be disappointed. But I'm not saying that it's terrible here. It's just a little bit less. That makes sense? Here's another thing, and you know, this is a first world problem, but there's only 2 towels. They only give us 2 towels. 2 towels to, like, shower-sized towels. No towel to wash your hands, no washcloth. Maybe if I asked for them, I could have gotten them, but I just think, you know, can't we have more than 2 towels? We're staying here for 3 days, and, you know, we need to dry our hands and stuff like that. Have to turn away from the sun. Like I said, the internet, at least in our room, is not reliable at all. The friends that we're traveling with, they said that it's all right in their room, and I don't know. Like I said, I think I'm just feeling kind of whiny today because this place is totally fine. It's totally fine if you know what to expect. And like I said, it's much more affordable than the official Disney resorts, and you can get to the parks easily, get back from the parks easily, and it's much closer than if you're staying in Florida at one of the Disney resorts and have to take the bus to the parks back and forth. So, I don't know. That's my 2 cents. I would stay here again. I would have no problem staying here again. And if you want to ask any more questions or want to know a little bit more about Disneyland Paris, or if you're into theme parks, cruise ships, and other destinations around the world, then consider subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. You can support me on patreon.com/veryunofficial and follow me at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. See you soon.